Peace, salute, and black power to the family. This is your host, the Megalodon, for one for the po ones, for one to the Viva, turning these haters, constantly turning these haters, forever turning these haters into true believers. Yee yee. Yes, I wanted to get on this beautiful internet, this illustrious YouTube universe, and just put my energy into the atmosphere, causing a rippling effect by the power of the Most High. This is Megli doing his wizardry, his voodoo witchcraft, and whatnot out the hood trick. I'm standing up for the Most High, y'all. And the reason why I have to do it is because the Most High, the Creator, the God Force, has always saved me, protected me when I couldn't save myself. So I'm not going to sit back and just allow all of these self-centered, wicked ones to just desecrate the name and the teachings and the scriptures and whatnot of the Most High, our Creator. I'm not going to just stand on the sideline. I'm going to get in the game and play ball. Listen, y'all, it's a challenging day when our leaders are asking us to abandon the Most High. It's a cold day in the conscious community when the people who we love and respect, honor, look up to, follow, adhere to their teachings when they now are attempting to put us in a trance against the Most High. We are God's people. We need the Most High in our mind. The worst sight ever is a black devil because in our genes we have God and devil. We can activate either one. So to sit in the conscious community and be guided along a path of self-destruction where you abandon your inner God because God lives within us. All we have to do is connect to him. He never disconnects from us. She, he, whatever you want to say, Mother Earth, the creative force, the energy, the reason you're here, never disconnects from us. We disconnect. We cut ourselves off from the electricity. We pull our plug out the socket. We walk away from the way of life. And most of the time, it's because of disappointment, individuals feeling as though God let them down, didn't do something for them. Just so selfish, ladies and gentlemen. We can't go backwards in this day and time, teaching our people to abandon righteousness. Righteousness is a standard. Striving to be the best you can be is something that a black man needs. Growing up in this white man's world, shouts out to Tupac, the great Machiavelli, who gave us that beautiful song. A brother growing up in this white man's world, being deprived of the food for thoughts that we need to grow. It's a crippling thing. You never really get to see the beauty of life when you're always down on your luck. And the beauty of the Most High is it's not about materialisms. It's not about all of the extra trappings of things. It's about the core of life, which is life itself. Waking up thankful, giving praise, loving your life, giving back, doing good deeds, making the world great again. This is what the Most High represents. That sun rises every day and gives us life, allows our food to grow, allows everything to exist. And to just sit back now and be so ungrateful as though we're just so angry at the Most High for not, in some people's minds, coming to save us. One of the scriptures in the Holy Quran says that the God turns you and I to that which we turn ourselves. It's not about a mystery. It's not about a spook dropping out the sky. It's about what you focus on is what you become. So if you focus on negativity, if you focus on self-centered lust and desires, if you focus on only benefiting you, now you might say, what else are you supposed to focus on? It's all about you, right? Well, that's the first law of nature. True. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. So I'm not telling you don't take care of yourself, don't secure your front door, as well as your back and side doors, windows, and everything else. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the world is so much bigger than just us. Imagine if you walk down the street and you didn't have the ability to walk down the street without being harassed to the point where you can't even get down the block. Now, I'm not talking about in your mind or my mind where somebody might ask us for $1, a little change, somebody trying to sell us something. You might even have people trying to do a little pickpocket. I understand all that, but I'm not talking about that. I'm saying generally human beings are walking around, living life, enjoying this life. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. I'm not saying we don't have tragedies in the world. I'm not saying that we don't have negativity in the world. I'm not saying that you don't have a bad day sometimes. What I'm saying is generally you walk down the street and you feel comfortable that you're going to get to your destination because you're living your life. You're living your best life. You're doing what you got to do. Okay. The world is not as chaotic as many people make it to be. Hell, the ghetto ain't even as bad as people thought it was. Because I'm out the hood, Trick. And I'm going to tell you, yes, it was rough, but come on now. All right. I'm not saying things didn't happen that were sad or rough and tough. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, generally speaking, I survived by the grace of the Most High. And many people have survived by the grace of the Most High. And of course, ourselves, right? We did something. However, we were in circumstances, ladies and gentlemen, where it was bigger than you. It could have went either way. And this is what I'm speaking about right now. See, no matter how big and tough and bad you are, you're going to get in a situation in life where you're going to recognize, hey, you're blessed because it could have went either way. And you're going to have many scenarios in your life where it's going to be just like that. And that's going to take out of your mind that it's you in total control. I mean, a lot of people can't testify to these things because they're blind. Their third eye is calcified. They refuse to acknowledge the greater force. They want to just give all of the credit to themselves. So, of course, they're going to always say, oh, I did that. I did that. Oh, it was me who did that. Oh, I did that. I did that. I did that. So, never acknowledging how a blessing occurs, not luck. We don't want to talk about luck, ladies and gentlemen. We want to talk about blessings. A blessing is something that you really received and you didn't really earn it. You go to work, you earn your paycheck. You work 40 hours a week, 80 hours a week, 120. I don't know what you do, right? You might go overboard and get paid. Yes, you did that. You're the one getting up. Uh-huh. But imagine the people who don't wake up in the morning. And you might just say, oh man, that's their organs that's failing. It's young people that go to sleep and don't wake up. In fact, it just happened not too long ago, and I saw that, and it was a sad story. A young individual, a young man, not waking up, and we all take for granted. Oh man, I'll see you tomorrow, or whatever. I'll be there. We don't take into consideration the blessings of life, the higher force, the creator. Some of us believe that this all just came into being. It just happened, and we're here. Everything just happened out of evolution. We don't want to give some of us a credit, the credit to the creator. Because to give credit to the creator puts you in your place to the point where you have to have some respect for life. You can't prance around as though you're God and there is no higher God. Now, yes, we are all gods. The Bible tells us that. Ye are all gods, just children of the Most High God. You are God, yes. You come from your father, your mother, the gods. But you are a child of the Most High. And this is very important for us to understand. Because when we get too egotistical, when we when we become an egomaniac, when our brains just get filled with ourselves and our heads explode to the point where we just looking at only I, me, I. Now you're willing to be a devil because what happens then, you care about no one else. You don't care about your fellow man, your fellow woman, the child that has to cross the street while you're speeding down the street in a residential neighborhood, knowing you're wrong. These are the things that we have to understand, ladies and gentlemen. Why drive drunk if you know you're going to put other people in harm, let alone yourself and whoever else might be in the car with you, right? Take a cab, take an Uber, do something, walk, jog. I don't give a fuck. Sleep on the bench. Don't get in the car while you're drunk because number one, you're not taking your life serious, and you damn sure don't give a heck about the pedestrian that has to travel in these streets. Having a consideration of life bigger than us makes us into the human being that we should be. I'm not supposed to go into an environment and just take over the environment and make it all mine. unless I can secure my space, that is mine, and it becomes mine. That's one thing. But it's like riding public transportation or walking down the street. Let's just say the street. Some people say these are my streets. Don't come in my streets. Don't come in my neighborhood. You got a lot of gang wars that happen because people live in certain neighborhoods and all that, right? This is my street. And it just means we were born here. We represent this area. We have to protect it. I understand the whole dynamics. I'm just saying, what really is ours? Number one, in the hood, yeah, brothers be there. Most of the time, we don't own nothing. Yes, you may have went to jail on that block. You may have made money on that block. You may have even busted your thing on that block to protect, in your mind, yourself in that block. But if it was really your block to that degree, wouldn't you give back to the block? Wouldn't you make sure that the block thrived? The little children have what they need. They're protected. The women secure. The elders protected, secured. I mean, come on. Let's talk about the reality of it. It's a wild, wild west. It's not no civilized society when you're on the block. It's every man for himself. You can have a pocket full of money on the block and you'll walk by the so-called bum. Not you necessarily, but so many individuals who we witnessed. I mean, all these so-called dealers in the neighborhood, what are they giving back to the neighborhood? Yes, they're benefiting from just having the women and all that type of stuff, but what are they really giving back? Individuals are very rude, very disrespectful to life itself. Spoiled brats. That's what the human being has become. And that's what we have, ladies and gentlemen, in the conscious community. We're spoiled. We all want to blame the Most High for our failures. We all want to say we have the answers. It's no humility. Everybody's just so arrogant. And now we got individuals like SANETER and LEX telling us to burn the Bible, to get rid of the Bible. Just abandon the spirituality. And this is the madness that we're in now. So we need to abandon the spirituality, the God, and then we need to follow them. That's their teaching to us. Don't fall for the technology, people. That's some Jim Jones shit. Pardon my language. So, you got SANETER saying the elders are being attacked, but SANETER's attacking God. SANETER's telling us to get rid of our Bible. So why are you tripping that the elders that you believed in or believe in are being challenged with their knowledge. Sonetta. Don't take away the most high from the children. Don't make the children think that there isn't a greater force. Don't turn the world into a black place to the point where there's no hope. Keep hope alive. We got to keep hope alive. We got to keep hope alive. So that's kind of like the message. People are taking the hope away from the children because they are not allowing us to believe anymore in the greater force, the higher power. And now in the conscious community, there's an attack on the Bible. It's a sad day, ladies and gentlemen.